Distinguished listeners, today we shall discuss thinking in the context of the quest for distinction, adopting letter T in the order of sting the rot. This brings to an end the discussions on the 11 themes supporting the quest for distinction. Ideas may come to those who are reactive, but only the ideas left unexecuted by those who are proactive. This is my quotation. So, what is thinking? Thinking is a concept or an idea produced by mental activity. Mental activity directs our reflection, imaginations, opinions, or notions. Humanity survives through the process of thinking and acting. The quality of thinking separates the extraordinary from the ordinary, and it brings the extraordinary to the limelight and finds a unique class for them. Our minds are very much underutilized as a result of capitalistic thinking, which is fundamentally selfish. Capitalistic thinking limits our expansive thinking nature. It is no longer news that to think is to live. The size of our creative accomplishment is determined by the depth of our thought process. What is right and what is wrong are in the present of thinking. Let's consider kinds of thinking. For James Herbert Robinson, there are 4 types of thought: reverie, decision making, rationalizing, and creative fact. He believed reverie is the most enjoyable of all. Robinson reasoned, reverie allows for thinking that is just as long as it is wide, extending into the past, present, and future, helping the thinker form new ideas and inspirations. This I may classify as thinking based on sights. The sights here are the hindsight, insight, and foresight. With hindsight covering for the past, insight covering for the present, and foresight covering for the future. Styles of thinking. You have the critical thinking, systems thinking, creative thinking, design thinking, innovative thinking, and transformative thinking. For critical thinking, it is the analysis of facts and options or alternatives to form a judgment. For example, if a plumber assesses the materials that will be best appropriate for a particular job, he has performed critical thinking. Critical thinking encourages curiosity. It enhances creativity. It reinforces problem-solving ability. It renders itself to a multifaceted practice. Critical thinking fosters the spirit of independence, and it is a skill for life. systems thinking. It's an all-inclusive approach to analysis. It describes the way that a system's constituent parts interrelate and how systems work over time and within the context of larger systems. Systems thinking, for instance, is used to ameliorate issues that would have arisen if decision takers do not apply the law of unintended consequences. The law requires that to reduce the danger of a not well thought out decision, decision takers should consider applying the first order thinking, second order thinking, and third order thinking. Applying these three orders of thinking will reduce mistakes and negative consequences. An example of systems thinking could be how we think about a family with different kinds of individuals, but still of the same family stock. Creative thinking is a way of looking at problems or situations from a fresh perspective that suggests unusual solutions. For example, brainstorming to arrange an in-store display of maximum impact, or say planning an event hall. Design thinking is a process for creative problem solving. Design thinking has a people-centered core. It encourages enterprises or firms to focus on the people they are creating things for, which leads to better products, better services, and better internal processes. Innovative thinking is defined as the ability to come up with new ideas and novel approaches to problems. It is about being creative and flexible. An example could be any new addition or change made to an original invention. Transformative thinking is defined as a form of mental aerobics that helps you to consciously twist and turn the gist of one idea until you arrive at a fully developed new idea. Transformative thinking utilizes the human's mind's ability to apply many thinking strategies to a problem and to visualize or verbalize the results in advance. Transformative thinking utilizes the human's mind ability to apply many thinking strategies to a problem and to visualize or verbalize the results in advance. May I say, a prophetic kind of thinking. How thinking is associated. Thinking is associated with creativity. Thinking is associated with entrepreneurialism. Thinking is associated with the school of thought of politics, the school of thought for religion, school of thought for philosophy, school of thoughts for all manner of ideologies. Thinking is associated with analysis. Thinking is the seat of theories, processes, techniques, and practices. Thinking is associated with verbalization. Thinking establishes the marking scheme and benchmark for self-assessment and fulfillment. Let's look at the end of thoughts. Thinking is the beginning point and thinking is the end point. Listeners, reboot and recalibrate your thinking and stand out. Thank you.